I grew up in Los Angeles and in the Valley, so not just LA, but like the Valley. And so yeah, I've always wanted to be an architect, and went to college for that. Worked for a couple of years, went back to grad school, started teaching, and now I find myself up here. I think it's a pretty interesting place to be, especially there. Just the culture of architecture there. I think there's a difference between the way Canadians think about, for example, domestic architecture. It seems like a much more private endeavor, whereas in Los Angeles, I think domestic architecture is something that's much more public and open and shared. And so I'm still trying to kind of come to terms with finding, significant differences between the cities and the places and the people. But yeah, maybe in retrospect, that's something. I think is a really nice thing. It's a really great luxury for a city to have, to kind of be spitting distance from the mountains and outdoorsy areas. But for architecture, it's kind of problematic because people aren't as interested in investing in the city and urban space quite the same way. I kind of came to realize it when I was in graduate school. I started working as a TA, and then when I graduated, started teaching courses at that school and some other ones. And it's enjoyable. I mean, it's also, I think, necessary for my own work as well. I mean, being able to bounce ideas off of many people, being able to run studios on a topic that is, based on your own research, but being able to kind of expose that to, 10 or 15, young, fresh minds that are engaging the stuff basically for the first time, and you're getting these new takes on things, I think is super important. I can't imagine my practice operating without teaching at this point. I came out of, my mentor is basically into horror movies, but I'm more into gore and like blood and guts and the image of that, So, like we talked about Crash as relative to the shoot and stuff, and the whole idea of objects being broken or deformed as actually being a way of discovering new bodies, I think is something, that's totally central to the way that I think about architecture.